it's time to become present to outer travel inner journey with Ulli and Alex.
Become present, be here. That's our subject today. I think it's
Mhm.
one of the most important ones. To be here, to be now, to be not in the future, not in the past, especially in a relationship.
But how?
But how? Are you here now?
No, I feel like this.
Already
Yes,
gone.
yeah,
It
I
happens
feel,
quickly, you know?
yeah, that happens so
Yeah,
quickly. I am here with you, and we're doing this for people to help them with their relationships. And when you say like becoming present, how present are you already to yourself? That's what I kind of think. Is it easier to be present in a relationship than being present with yourself?
no, it's absolutely not.
Mm.
It's very difficult to be present in a relationship. Present in a sense of you're completely there. You don't have thoughts. You just realize everything what is going on. I look at you, you look at me. We're not thinking of the future, of the past, of what we want to say. I think I'm again and again in this state, but I'm slipping out also again and again,
But how often can you be in presence with a relationship?
more and more. I think um, it's the best exercise field for presence that there is in the world
Yeah.
because it's distracting, really distracting when you're in a relationship and you think about the other. You think about the other. What does he think about me now? How will he or she react when I say this and that? It's easy to be present alone,
Mm.
or let's say it's not easy, but it's much easier. But to be present in a relationship when you can manage that, perfect.
But it's I think very hard. I'm sorry. I have to be the one this time. But I think it's very hard because it becomes so difficult in how do you move forward? When do you know you're present in the relationship and not just present with yourself? That's my question to you because you love this very important subject.
I think there's no difference. You can only be present. You cannot
Mm.
be present here and not be present there. If you're present, you're present.
Mm.
Now, in this moment, for example, I have the feeling that I'm very present here. I don't think about anything else.
Mm.
I look at you, I feel you, I just talk. I don't think about the next sentence I will say. And I think that's a signal of being present.
And that's true. And I think a lot of people can't do that. It's a very simple task that once I read this book about becoming present and to heighten your awareness. And we all know there is Buddhist teaching out there who are awakening you to becoming more present. And it also means to become present to the shit of life and the good things of life. Anyways, in this book, which is a German novel around being present in crime mode, it's one of these things, but being present in crime mode, the author was writing, so when I kill somebody, I kill somebody. And it's almost like when I'm in the woods, I'm in the woods. When I'm standing in front of the door, I'm standing in front of the door. That's what presence means. And so becoming present to a relationship and not kind of having ideas of what you want to do with that relationship. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And in the moment when you're present, or in the moment when I am present,
Mm.
then I don't judge. I'm in the moment and I'm just realizing. I'm just being the witness, and without any idea of what was in the past. I don't have any judgments. Then it's a wonderful feeling. It's just great, and I'm really with you,
Mm.
and I'm with me, and I'm with you, and
Mm.
I'm not somewhere in outer space. I'm not somewhere in a mental construction.
It
I'm
comes
there.
back to value, right? I mean, we talked about value in one of those sessions before, and is the relationship itself a value to you. Maybe initially when you've been single for a long time, you think like the relationship, finally you got the golden grail, and like, now this is part of what I get under my belt. But as soon as it's under your belt, it kind of disappears. And so what value has a relationship to you if you want one, or if you are in one? I think that's the question here, really, right? Is the being with somebody already valuable enough?
It's big fun. That's the first thing for me. I love to be together with you.
Mm.
I enjoy being alone, but I'm always happy when I see you, when I touch you, when I'm being with you.
Yeah.
So this has an intrinsic super value, and the more I'm relaxed in this being together with you, the more the joy unfolds.
Mm.
It's just very easy. I think the joy and the energy of life comes by itself. You don't have to force it. We cannot influence much, so we I just put myself into the stream of life, into the stream of the moment, and then everything unfolds by itself.
Mm.
It's completely relaxing. When I'm in the moment, I cannot be tense. It's not possible.
Yes.
And then all the things of life unfold, and the happiness comes by itself, and I don't have to do anything. I'm a pretty lazy guy normally, and so that's why I love it. To be present doesn't need much work. I just need to remind myself, be here, be here.
Mm.
It's like in this wonderful book of Aldous Huxley, I think it's called The Island,
Mm.
where he walks through this island. He's a stranger and comes to this island of this strange community who is living there. He walks through the woods, and in the woods, at every second tree hangs a sign, and on the sign is written, "Be here now,
Mm.
now, now."
Mm.
And it's in so many YouTube channels. You can look at it now. Now is very favorite subject,
Yeah.
and people love it more and more and get into it, and that's what really life's all about, I think. And when you are in presence, when you are in the now, then your relationship is there as it is, not as you imagine, not there as you would like to have it to be. So you're in absolute in a very authentic situation.
I think you touched upon two important things to me there. And one is you got to know yourself a little, dear listener. You got to know what kind of person you are. So Ulli is the perfect body type. He loves living in his body. He likes being with his body. And so being present is just, it's part of his nature almost. To me, I live a lot in my head. I have a lot of transformative power. So I'm always driven. And to become present is almost like trying to step on a brake when I'm at 200 miles an hour, so to speak, and then somebody asked me to go down to 50 miles an hour, and it feels so wrong, so wrong, so wrong. And it's a practice. That's what you leaned on it into, and the practice becomes fulfilling when you can notice the effect of just being here and what it strips away from your life, the sense of maybe feeling unworthy, having not reached for the right things, maybe you're too driven, all these things that can fall away in presence. I think that's what you're saying. Like there is these sense of micro practices. If you ever heard of Daniel Audier, I mean, I know you have heard, and I have heard of him because we study with him, but he talks about the life as such that you can take pauses, and these pauses are like micro practices. Can you just pause and not only slurp your coffee, but just for a moment really smell and taste it and see that the both of you are made for each other. And this is when you can start there, you can have that in the relationship as well, and you will have moments in the relationship, I think, where you can pause and come back to noticing what it's like to be in the relationship. Like I need to do that sometimes. It's almost like downgrading. If you weren't there, I wouldn't be, I would probably feel pretty shitty at this point. It's not like I can't survive myself. It's not like I can't take care of myself. But I think if you would be gone from my life, that would be quite a big thing for me. And so becoming more present that you in my life is a value in itself is what we're talking about, I think.
You said I'm I'm a body type. You said I think I'm very much a body type. I'm in my body. I feel very comfortable there. And this is my house, my boat, my car. So I'm in this all the time, 24 hours. And so I better get comfortable with it. And I only get comfortable with it when I feel it, when I feel myself, when I feel my breath, when I feel the blood running through my fingers. And this presence I extend then on you, on being together with you. Like you said, these micro practices, these short moments of the day, maybe only for 30 seconds, 1 minute. You don't need to sit there and meditate for 2 hours, or even maybe not for 20 minutes, although it's a good exercise. But the best thing is, of course, if you can incorporate it in your day-to-day life.
All I'm trying to put out here for the listener is like some people might respond to you, yes, I totally get that, and other people might not feel as that it's so simple, so we all come from different ways of experiencing the world. We're both clear on that. We talked about before about vulnerability and the couple bubble and that sense of feeling safe. And so to learn presence, I think you have to have a sense of feeling safe in this world as well. And for some people, they need to practice that. I mean, it's there all the time, and everybody has heard that it's there. It's inside of you. Everything is inside of you. But still, why are we listening to teachers, gurus, and self-improvement books? Because we need to find a way back home. And and that's what we're both offering in our retreat in Greece. So if you're interested, we use different tools of coming home, homecoming. And maybe you find yourself in the spot of, yes, you have some time on hand and you want to come to one of our precious retreats in Greece and kind of live 6 days with us in full presence of exploring how you're feeling about yourself and how to reconnect to you and then maybe deeper into your relationship. We're always there for you. Write us some comments and yes, listen to you, see to you. I'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.